Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a shadow reading for whoever needs energy work for the reading today. I've been got to do a shadow reading for the collective. I don't know who needs the message or what's going to come out in the message, so take it out if it resonates and don't force it to fit if it's not for you. Use your own discernment and trust your intuition. So these are the Dark Mirror Oracle cards. These are like shadow card energies. They talk about the different phases of the moon and like what the phase of the moon means according to the cards. And they also have images and words that describe the energy of the card. So I guess we're going to be looking at somebody's shadow energy. I did mention in the last reading that somebody is a shadow worker. I don't even know what that means, but take it how it resonates. So I guess we're going to look more into the shadow energy that they kind of talked about in the last reading a little bit more. So again, take it how it resonates and don't force it to fit if it's not for you. Alright, so the overall energy for this reading is perfect to dream, or sorry, pre-chance to dream. It's got two people in it, so it's giving twins, Gemini energy, maybe even air energy. This looks like somebody who's being baptized in water. I know you can't really see it, but this looks like somebody who's being baptized to me. They have on like a blue covering at the bottom of their waist, covering their private parts. But it's either, because this person looks unconscious to me, and whoever this is holding the person is trying to either save his life or something. I don't know, but I don't know what this is. Let me get the keywords for this card, and then maybe it'll help me understand what this is. So, pre-chance to dream, card number 28. So, this card is the moon phase. This is a new moon phase energy. So, this card is like the new moon energy, which we just recently had, or that we're in right now. I'm not sure if it's still new moon or not, but we just had a new moon recently. The card means to die, to sleep, pre-chance to dream, or ... This card says it is time to surrender, to drown, to dive in, head first in the cozy, all-enveloping darkness of the blanket. It is a moment of weakness, a desire to close your eyes and surrender, just for one moment, 1 second, or 1 minute. Not like a hero fighting the world, but like a kid just welcoming the darkness outside within, fully embracing oneself. How long will that moment last? Will it last for a minute? We can't really say, because a minute is not true. Disappearing is but an instant, just the time to take a breath twice, and yet it can take ages to do so. Ages we will regret. Ages that we will have lost, like stolen by our own surrendering. And yet we close our eyes. We let one sense after the other slow down to nothing. Sight first, the hearing and smell, last with the breath or with the touch, and the comforting we all deserve. To hold us up when we have done enough, and we just cannot do anything but let go. I'm sorry, let me read it again. It says to hold us up when we have done enough, and we just cannot but let it go. So this is about surrendering and letting go of something that could have been very dark in nature, or I don't know, but I guess they're saying with the recent new moon that we had, a lot of people released this energy, or they embraced this energy. So this is not so much about releasing negative energy. It is to a degree about releasing negative energies or negative people, but it's also about embracing our own darkness, because nobody is perfect. We all have light and dark energies within us. All right, and just because we seem to be more vibrational than other people doesn't mean that we're any, you know what I'm saying, better than anybody else, because we all have darkness inside of us. But the goal is to learn how to embrace your darkness, integrate your shadow energy with your light energy, because you're going to need them both in order to survive, basically. One is like your ego and one is like your higher self, okay? But you need both of them, okay, especially going forward, right? So this is about surrendering. This is also about somebody passing away, because it mentioned death, but I don't know, maybe unconscious, maybe disconnected from source. I'm not really sure, but I want to see what comes out. Alright, what is this about for my collective? I'm not going to pull too many shadow cards because I don't want to make it too long. I do want to get a few more and see what comes out to clarify this one. We got parasite. Somebody could have been like literally feeding off of your energy, leaving you lifeless with no support. This is like somebody being on life support or being somebody's life support. You were somebody's life support. And so now that the plug, excuse me. So basically, if this is for you, this is you need to integrate your shadow energy and embrace that shit. Maybe even step into your villain era of your next journey. Like, don't be so nice and so kind to people. Learn how to be, almost detached from your feelings a little bit so you can make better decisions going forward. I don't fucking know, because I kind of feel like you're a good person on the inside, and all people see when they see you is good things, and you always got this good energy, but people don't know that there's a light and a dark side in all of us. So depending on what side you get determines the experience you're going to have. So I feel like you gave somebody the best of you, and you gave them the best side of you, and then they kind of like left you in a situation where you had to heal from it, right? And so now they regret it because now they're being unplugged from your energy or cut out of your energy so that this parasite can be removed from your space so that you can heal and move on. You had a parasite energy attached to you. Let's get one more. Let's get one more, and then we'll clarify this with some more cards. All right, take it how it resonates. The last card out is Bird in the Cage, card number 21. Somebody had you trapped, like literally like a leech was attached to you, sucking all the energy and blood out of your, like making you dead inside, making you feel dead inside, to where you wanted to give up on life or yourself, where you just wanted to throw in the towel and say, fuck it, I'm ready to go home. Because you've been over giving yourself to so many things, people, places, and situations where you've been almost robbed of your energy. Like you're like a walking, this is a bride a dead person in a bride's dress with a tag still attached to it. And in the back, there's this fucking, like this dog. What is this dog in the background? I never noticed that before. Somebody tied the knot. I just heard tie the knot. So this got something to do with cord cutting and integrating your shadow energy. I feel like you were attached to a leech, a parasite, a demonic spirit, or somebody you were dealing with was in this energy, and they attached themselves to you and they became a parasite, and they started feeding off of your energy, draining you from the inside out. So it's like you were giving someone access to your good energy, and they were just stealing your energy and turning you into a dark person, or turning you into a fucking walking corpse. Like, just alive but dead inside, no life inside. I don't know how to make that make sense. Think of how it resonates. Give me a second. I want to read some of this from the book, because some of this I want to get the keywords to make sure that I'm giving you all the messages from it. All right, let's look at whatever this parasite is, number 19. Like I said, the moon on the card represents different phases of the moon, and it has a meaning for each phase of the moon. So the phase of this moon is the waxing crescent, and the stage of this moon is depression. This card means the only answer to lack of self-efficiency is to cling to another one, all right? The sentence for this card says, what can survive alone will seek company, or what can't survive alone will seek company. But instead of growing together, they will wither together. Y'all gonna die together. This person is this is a dark energy. It could be attached to a person, or it could be attached to you. It's a parasite energy that was attached to you, whether it was through a person or just an entity of its own. But somehow there was an entity attached to you energetically through a person, or just directly connected to you somehow, that was feeding off of your energy and draining you of your life forces, right? And I feel like you could have almost passed away. You could have had a situation where you had to be rushed to the hospital and brought back to life, because you could have been almost about to pass away, because I'm getting somebody in the hospital that's like on life support because they got rushed into the hospital on life support, and if they don't get a certain, I don't know, donor to help them live, then they're going to pass away. So it's like this could be somebody who needs a blood transfusion, but there's nobody that matches their blood type. But one person has the right blood type that can actually give this person energy to bring them back to life. But in doing so, this person will be attaching to a parasite which will take from them and feed themselves, leaving this person with nothing. So again, take it how it resonates. All right, they're trying to get too deep for me, but I want to read the going dark of this card. So going dark, this card means relationships are now at a zero in the game. Of course, using each other is part of the game, but it's quite different when used take the shape of supporting rather than multiplying or exploiting. So in the long run, a good relationship is a win-win where the more I give, the more I get, and the other way around. But still, it's not always like this, is it? Not just in bad relationships, but in the short run, bad is bound to happen in the house of true love. It says we cling and we bite and we hunger for safety and freedom and support. And on the other side, we get mangled, bitten, demanded on. Well, it happens and it happened and it will happen to you again. It is part of the game. But it happens too often. But if it happens too often, it creates a toxic environment. It doesn't matter if we are the victim or the preparatory, as poison is shared equally. One gets the pain, another one gets the advantage, but the toxic part they both get, right? So fully, a parasite is a leech. It kills itself as much as it kills its host. It sacrifices the journey to the destination, and then the destination to its own failures. The problem is not leaving as sheep, but the true problem is leaving as a sheep for 100 years. Wow. So basically, this was a wolf in sheep's clothing somebody was connected to. Somebody you thought was a good person on the inside. Maybe you thought this person was good on the inside, even though on the outside they look bad. I don't know, but maybe you thought you can heal this person with your energy, and I feel like you did try to do that, and by doing that, you almost killed your damn self. Because you had a leech attached to your energy, feeding off your soul, your mind, your spirit, everything, to give them life. Now they're dying without you because you've been separated from this leech energy. But now somebody feels like they're trapped in a cage. So let's look at this last card, number 21, bird in the cage. Somebody feels trapped in a cage. The stage of this card is denial. The phase of the moon is the waning crescent moon. All right, and the quote for this card says, tomorrow will be the right moment and tomorrow will be clear, even if today is hell. All right, the sentence for this card says, did we die wanting for the perfect day, or were we never alive? Did we die wanting for the perfect day, or were we never really alive? This shit is deep. It's like a poetic justice twist to this energy. It's poetic, but it's also tragic at the same time. It's a classic love story, but it's a tragic ending at the same time. It's almost like the Romeo and Juliet situation in a sense. They sacrificed themselves to be with each other. In the end, they both did. And I feel like you're willing to sacrifice yourself to be with this person, and maybe some of y'all did. Now you got a parasite attached to you somehow, and you're never going to be able to be like yourself again, or feel yourself again, or feel anything again. Like, I don't know. This is also given to death do us part, like vows of commitment or something that was taken between two people. There was a vow of commitment here between two people, and somebody didn't honor their vows or their commitment. Instead, they betrayed the other person. So this card says, the going dark meaning of this card says, when we put the good of our life, and not just, when we put the good of our life just in our own expectations, we can dismiss the present, waiting for the dawn we all know to arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a bit of this, a bit of that, and a few kilograms of that, and also a couple of boxes of another this. When we look at it, it shines like a brand new day in a commercial, and as it happens with commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced, the day is too hot or too cold, the kiss is too dry, the lion slips softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not there, but is pushed further along the timeline, okay? We have the luxury to take off. We have the luxury to take it off of reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush. The future should not feel like a cage, not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade, desirable cage. The future is a tree. Gennard is a name. I don't know what this means. Gnarled, rough to the touch. Okay. Full of flowers, only in spring, dense and damp through the rain. Absolutely imperfect. It's okay not to be perfect. Maybe you wasn't somebody's perfect partner. Maybe somebody thought you were too this or too that or too whatever, too unattractive. And so you tried to make yourself more attractive to be with this person. And you could have been going to the doctor, getting surgery. You could have had a near-death experience on the table. They had to bring you back to life, and they gave you somebody else's blood so you can live. I don't know what this is. But somebody was like, they felt very unattractive to themselves. So when they saw themselves in the mirror, they didn't see themselves as a beautiful being. They saw themselves as an evil person. So to hide who they really were, they would cover up with makeup or whatever and dress themselves up to be something they were not, to connect with people who have genuine energy to feed off of them. Like, I don't know. This is very interesting. And I know it's kind of like different, but you know, if you can resonate, and if it doesn't really, don't make it fit. So I'm gonna get some Kipper because I need some more details about this parasite energy and who feels trapped in a cage and what really happened here. I just heard somebody sold their soul to the devil for beauty, for success, for money, for clout, for whatever they got out of it. So yeah, they gave in to temptation. They wanted to conquer the world or something, or control the world or something. I don't know. Let's clarify this energy. What is this pre-chance to dream energy talking about? Change. This made somebody change. Somebody here changed. Something here changed somebody. This experience could have changed you into I don't want to call you a bad person, but this experience could have made you a different person. Something here changed somebody. Maybe you changed this person to a better person. Maybe you made this person change to be a better person. So I feel like even though this connection almost drained you completely, whatever you poured into this person is going to help them change something about themselves. So this may give them a chance to, like, I said baptism in the beginning. It's like this person may be able to be baptized again, or baptized into the spirit or something like that, or given a second chance or something like that to redeem themselves. Take it how it resonates. Alright, what's the parasite energy? We got a wealthy man in reverse. Definitely a leech. A con artist. A very attractive man, woman, whatever. Very easy to fall in love with, easy on the eyes, very charismatic, very charming, very secure on the outside, but very insecure on the inside is what I heard. So this is somebody who was secure on the outside, who appeared to be very secure with themselves, but on the inside they were insecure or dead inside. They had no depth or something, no value. This person had no worth, no value, no sense of direction. This person has no sense of direction. This could have been a false person to you, or they could be a false person they could be with a false person, or they could have lied to themselves. I remember I said we have two sides of ourselves, the ego and the higher self. They both work together. In this case, this person was too much in their ego and it worked against them. In your case, you were too much in your higher self and you saw the good in this person, you poured too much into them. You see what I'm saying? So there was no balance here. So that changed the situation, and somebody here had to be almost rescued from a situation in order to save their life. you have to be rescued from this connection to save your life. Somebody's whole world is upside down. Somebody's dream life didn't come true. Okay, so somebody here saw a future with you, or you saw a future with them, right? Your dream life was to be together with this person forever, right? And that's what you were trying to create with this person, long-term commitment. But instead of getting long-term commitment, like the card said, you got a short-term relationship with a bad person who was not good for you, who was in their shadow energy, who had no connection with their higher self whatsoever. So no matter how much you tried to pour into them to make them feel better, it was never going to change how they were on the inside, because this person hasn't done any shadow work, they haven't done any healing work. And it's like, I don't want to say there's no hope for their future, but I feel like the journey for them is going to be, I heard, long and steady, a long process. It's going to take a long while time for this person to get on the right path again, like to come back from this. They may have to recover from something they lost. They themselves could be injured or something, or hurt, or they themselves could be going through the dark night of the soul. I don't know, but they have to do some type of shadow work here to balance out their energy. And you have to do some type of shadow work to balance out your energy, because you have too much light and love and light energy on you. So it's like you're attracting all these parasites because you shine so bright. And it's like, it's not about dimming your light so you can't be seen, but it's about protecting your energy around certain people, because certain people see your light as a source of energy that they can feed from. So they may come to you as if they are genuinely interested in building a relationship with you, but in hindsight, their true intentions with you are not to do that, but you don't see that because they're not showing you that part of them. They're not showing you that. They're showing what they want you to see. So they create an illusion for you, a fantasy, if you will, for you, and the fantasy doesn't become real. Or in your mind, the fantasy becomes real, but it was never real. It was all a fantasy. So something here was never real. I'm getting like a false twin energy. This was a potential suitor for you, but it turned out to be a false twin. So whoever this parasite was supposed to be a potential suitor for you, like a counterpart for you. But in order for this person to become your counterpart, they had to integrate their light and dark energies. And in order for you to be able to come into union with yourself, you had to master your own energy and learn how to control your emotions. And it's like, I don't know what they're saying with that. Take it how it resonates, but let's clarify. Change. What is change? 5 of Swords in reverse. Somebody didn't want to surrender, doesn't want to surrender. Remember, it said surrender to the divine, to spirit, to source, to God. This person could be like a very charming individual, very elusive. Very elusive. Somebody is very elusive. This is the dark night of the soul energy I'm picking up on that somebody is going through right now. It could be you, it could be them, it could be both of y'all at the same time. But somebody here is either on the dark night of the soul journey right now, or they're about to go into the dark night of the soul journey. And it's going to take them a long time to go through this process, okay? Yeah, for the Ace of Cups to come out at the end. So this is about somebody who is very deceptive, who was not on the spiritual path, who was in their shadow energy. I heard a dark night. A dark night. Okay, this was not your knight in shining armor. This was a dark knight. So, you know, the knight in shining armor is a white knight, supposedly. But this was a dark knight in shadow energy, pretending to be a white knight in shining armor, but they were not your true love. But this was not your true love. Or this was not true love. So this was not divine union. This was not true love. This was not your person. Or this person was not for you. So maybe they're doing shadow work or have to do shadow work now. Yeah, they're in the hangman position. So To wrap this reading up, somebody here in shadow energy was connected to someone of the lighter energy, right? Higher vibrations. And it feels like you were trying to heal this person with your energy by pouring into this connection with them, hoping that it would save their life. But in the end, it only drained you and caused you to almost lose yours. So the cord had to be cut between you and this energy so that you can properly heal yourself and move forward. And so this person can go through dark night of the soul. So now they have to go through this part of the journey by themselves without your help or without your support. Because I really feel like you were a safe space for this person, to hold space for this person. You were supposed to hold space for this person, but you couldn't, because the more you held space for this person, the more they drained you of your energy. Meaning you always kept the door open for this person to come in, but now you're closing the door on this part of your life and you're moving forward. All right. Yeah, this is somebody in despair because of what actions they took against you. You know, now this going to cost them pretty much their life now, because their life is on the line at this point, and they need to be, I'm hearing they need to be punished for what they did. So this person has to be punished for whatever they did here to you, I guess, in order to redeem themselves. And they also said this person sold their soul to the devil. So somebody could also pay for spell work. There's a thief card again. Somebody here paid for spell work to separate you and this person from each other. This could have been a divine counterpart. It could have been your person, but it feels like somebody here did spell work to break you guys apart. And your person pretty much lost their position as your counterpart. So they're no longer calling this person your counterpart energy. This is somebody you need to stay away from. Somebody in shadow energy, dark night energy, possessive energy, controlling energy, somebody who wants to control the situation. Somebody who needs some money. So this person could need some money from you because you got unexpected income. We got somebody with their hand out, somebody who could be unemployed, broke, or whatever, out of a home, nowhere to stay. So yeah, this person's, okay, here's the thing. The house came out in reverse. Everything came out in reverse for this person. So wherever they are now, they're either getting kicked out of a house, losing a job, losing their stability, losing their financial support, losing friends and family, whatever this is, because this person is now considered dead man walking. I heard dead man walking. This is a dead man walking. It's almost like this person's on death row waiting to be executed. And they're being executed for the crimes against somebody else. So they're on death row is what I'm kind of getting. This person's sitting on death row, trying to figure out how to get off death row, how to figure out how to change the outcome of the situation, how to go back to the person they were, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure a way out of this mess. But somebody's on death row, I'm hearing. I don't know what death row is. Waiting for execution. Somebody's about to be hung and judged. I was about to say judge. Somebody's under judgment. They got to be punished. So they're waiting their judgment. This person is waiting for the judgment. And their judgment is not going to be good. Because this is not a good person. This person is going to get bad karma for what this is. They did. They're going to have to pay back a lot of karmic debt for what they did. It may cost them their life. I just keep hearing dead man walking. We got justice here. I mean, I really can't make this up. So somebody's going down the wrong path, and this path is going to lead them to a dead end. And at the end of this path, there's going to be somebody waiting for them that's going to render judgment on them for what they did to this empress. So this person is on a dark path. They betrayed an empress. They chose another person. They got involved with somebody else. They didn't honor their commitment with you. They tried to swap destinies with you and somebody else. And they created a lot of karma for themselves. And so now they're under judgment. And now this cycle is closed. And now you can be balanced. Now you can find balance with yourself again. Now you can balance your energy out again, because now this person's not going to be around to play in your energy anymore. So basically, this person's being evicted from your eviction papers, being evicted from your energy, or being almost like kicked out of your energy by your spirit guides, so they don't have access to your energy anymore, because they're under judgment and they're trying to save themselves by coming back to you so you can protect them from what's going to happen. And spirit is not going to let this person come back and almost swap destinies with you again and steal your destiny from you, because they already did it in the past. When they left the first time, they stole your destiny and they swapped places with you with somebody else, right? They ran off and married somebody else. So now that's over. They want to come back and start another commitment with you, or another reconnect with you and get back together again to create another karmic cycle with you, right? So this time the karmic cycle ended, or when this karmic cycle with you ended this time, this door was closed behind you. So that means this person doesn't have access to you anymore. They can't get back in. So now they're awaiting judgment for their actions towards you, trying to block your spiritual gifts, paths, or your purpose, destroy your spiritual purpose, or destroy your inner. This person tried to destroy you on a deep, like, it's almost like they're showing me a hand going inside of somebody's mouth and they're pulling this person's soul out of their body. So this person was trying to take your essence from you, like suck the life out of you. You know what I mean? Like, definitely suck the life out of you. And they would have been successful if doing this to you if they hadn't been blocked out of your energy. Because I really feel like this was somebody who was possibly supposed to be a potential counterpart for you, but your person got involved with somebody else. They got them involved in some kind of like dark magic type shit. And then once they learned how to use this magic, they started trying to use it on you. And that's kind of where they fucked up at, trying to use this magic on you to get you to come back to them. So they kind of crossed the line, and they kind of like, I mean, deep regret, like the card said. I'm not going to keep trying to get this to make sense, but somebody does feel trapped. They are trapped in a karmic situation because they trapped themselves trying to trap you. And they also tried to bury you in some regard, like almost steal your destiny. And they almost made it successfully, or they almost were successful doing it until something happened and it changed the situation. Maybe you changed in the situation, and maybe that's what changed the outcome, because the outcome at first was not going to be good for you, but now it seems like the table have turned and you're going to get exactly what you deserve from the situation, your justice from this. So take that how it resonates. But this person really fucked up, because the way they went about trying to do this to you was so maniacal, or whatever this is, and it was like, it was unnecessary. It was like unnecessary force. It's like a forced entry. They forced you into some kind of like karmic situation with a karmic lover they could have been chose over you. And it's like you were in the middle of like a back and forth spiritual battle that was not your own battle. It was like you were just being attacked on both sides. And it was like, damn, what the fuck is going on here? How did this happen? So that got the attention of your spirit guides. And when they realized what was going on, they came up here and they kind of like started chopping off people's heads. And now you're under this, like you're in protective custody or some shit. Like you can't even go outside without being protected. Gamblers. Somebody gambled here and they lost the bet. Somebody gambled here and they lost the bet. They gambled against you. They came up against you. They tried to play against you. I don't know, but they lost the battle. They lost the battle. If this was a spiritual battle, that you won and they lost. Yep, you got true love coming in. You got affection and faithfulness coming in. You got people talking about how you're back still to this day, who still ain't got shit else to do. but mind your business. You got a marriage coming in, a commitment coming in for somebody here. This could be you planning your wedding, but somebody else here is at odds with somebody else. Maybe they're going through a divorce or a separation. Maybe they're going through karma with this person, and you got somebody who wanted to reconcile, who wants to reconcile, but this person can't be trusted. So take it how it resonates. So you got a person from your past that wants to reconcile with you, who can't be trusted, who's already betrayed you in the past, who still has somebody else on, they're dealing with or whatever. And you have somebody else coming in that wants to commit to you and marry you, make you a faithful woman or man, whatever. I really feel like this is going to be a choice where you have to decide which person you want to make a connection with, or who you want to choose as your person, because I do feel like you still care about the person from your past who already did this, did hurt you. But I kind of feel like they may have changed a little bit, but not a lot. But I don't think it's going to be enough to sustain a stable relationship with you, because I kind of feel like you're going to be the one that's going to be doing all the work in this connection with this person from the past, because they have a lot of shadow work to do. All right, so if you want to risk losing something better, I feel, and you want to take a chance on this person and do what you can to help this person heal, then that's going to be up to you. But I want you to know that they want you to know that this person is going to need a lot of help, a lot of support, a lot of financial support, a lot of medical help, a lot of everything. They don't have no good fortune is on this person's side. They don't have nothing. And I don't know if this is their karma, yes, but this is also saying that this is payback for what they did. So why would you want to share your abundance with this person after what they did, is the question. That's the question you need to ask yourself. Why do you want to share your abundance with somebody who did this to you? It's not going to change how this person feels about you, or it's not going to make them commit. This is like somebody who, okay, y'all know how when it's tax season, and a lot of women who got babies and kids or whatever, they get a lot of tax money back on their income taxes, and then their old baby daddy, baby mama want to come back around and be in a relationship again until all the money is gone. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, you could be coming into some money or something, and this person could know about it or hear about it, and they're going to come back like they want to get back with you, and it may start off good, but it's going to end bad, okay? So take that how it resonates. Don't get caught up in another karmic cycle with this person from the past. It's the message, all right? Love and light to y'all. Namaste.